lost the window. Where am I?
All right. Of course you did. Okay.
What the hell?
Okay,
there we go. I got it.
All right. Yeah, I was like, figure it out, my man. Figure it out. Okay.
All right, we're good. We're good. Let's run.
We're going now, young man. What's up, Stick Squad? Today we are talking that stick with a special guest. Standing 6'1" out of Johns Hopkins University, National Lacrosse Hall of Famer, Tewaaraton Award winner, 9-time All-Star Kyle Harrison joins the show.
Yes, sir.
Smells like gold in here.
He's here, and down goes America's team. Fairfield loses to Stony Brook. Army shows that they could be America's team by beating UNC. Notre Dame absolutely folds Duke. How many L's are in Loyola? And is Hopkins actually back? We got so much to talk about today, but make sure you guys give us a follow on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I don't care. Give us a follow. But we got a show coming on. Thanks for joining. Let's get into it.
Go big plays. Tied up, splits the double with 8. She's going to get a shot off each. Are you kidding me?
Hey.
And we are live. Back at him again. We got K18 in the building. Kyle, how we living, my man?
I mean, we're old and we're tired, man. I know we got some West Coasters on the horn here, but some of us, it's 8:30, dog.
8:30.
They don't understand, yo. They don't understand. I text Kyle. I go, yo, can you go on at 9? He goes, hell no.
No, y'all got the wrong one. No,
He said it's milk and cookies time at 8:30.
8:30.
Yeah, look, man. Look, I think nobody on this thing has kids, yeah?
No.
Negative.
Don't put that on me.
Y'all out here socializing. No, I mean, kids go down at 8. I'm down by 8:15. Like, it's a wrap. Like,
That's crazy.
look, man, you'll see.
I don't do it for the day. Right.
I mean, but 8:30? I mean, 8:15?
Oh, no, look. Your son or daughter is going to be up at 5 no matter what time you go to sleep. So then it just comes a race to, like, I need to get 6 tonight, or I need to get 8 tonight, or I need to get 9 tonight for people like me. So, we'll try and get down early.
I get it. I feel it.
Yo, I mean, this is y'all's show, so I'm going to stop talking. But I obviously tune in and listen, and then I obviously catch all the snippets. Y'all be talking crazy. Scotty, the intro, you were taking shots at people in the intro. Like, what was that about?
We talking that stick, man.
Yeah, we're talking that stick.
Yeah.
Y'all got problems.
We don't come on this thing to sit here and be nice.
Run up on y'all yet.
Hey,
Nah, she not safe in Staten Island. So
hey, try me though. Come see me though. I stand on business. I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it.
Well, we might get mad at you right now because I got some questions to fire at you, contingent on your answers. We'll see how we get going with this show. All right. So I'm gonna rapid fire some questions at you, Kyle. You answer them the best you can. All right.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah, he's like, he knows me. Kyle knows how I am.
He's like, what type of questions could that be?
All right, ready, Kyle? I'm gonna hit you with a hard one first. Okay.
Pause.
Best basketball player of all time.
Wait, say it one more time.
Best basketball player of all time.
Best like Hooper basketball player?
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yikes. All right, next one. Next one.
He said yikes.
Yikes. Not
Yes,
Wait, who did he say?
He said Michael Jordan.
Oh.
He's wrong.
Okay. All right.
Oh, wait, anybody on the call over 27?
Yeah. What?
Yes.
All
That's
of us.
irrelevant. That is irrelevant.
Over 31?
Yes.
Over 35?
You and Diggs are damn near the same age.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Well, we could spend the whole joint on this topic. So we'll hold.
We'll hold.
LeBron James.
We'll hold.
Yes, my number 2. Yeah. LeBron's my number 2.
Okay. We'll hold.
Could be my number 1 eventually.
All right. Well, the number 2 question is this: Did crankshafts actually work?
What'd you say? Hey, look, man. Look.
Hey, that NDA is still active, bro.
Statute of limitations.
Look, man. Look. Did they work for me? Yes.
You said what?
You know what I'm saying? Like, they worked for me.
All right. If I caught somebody on the field with a crankshaft today,
Hey, you see it with the
Look, man, look. If you run by somebody, it don't matter, man. Run by somebody. Run by
that's
somebody.
true.
Oh.
all right. More lacrosse. Who is your favorite lacrosse player of all time?
Favorite? So that's tough. Two answers would be my dad, obviously, was my favorite player growing up. But then like my guy, the Mike Powell's the best player I've ever seen.
Brian likes that.
Yeah, he's got me crazy. Like, and you know the bummer about Mikey is that and obviously there have been we could spend the whole episode on this topic. Like there have been all-timers like whether that's new guys like the Schreibers of the world who are doing things we've never seen before to old cats from the Gates to the Maricheks. The list goes on. But for me personally, like I've never seen someone do the things that Mikey did consistently. And there's just not enough film, because he didn't think about Mikey as a 10-year pro. It would have been crazy. He just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Hey, what was that like having that player be like you shared the field with them? He was like within a year of you, in age and class. What was that like having a player like that you're like, damn, that's the coldest hoop I've ever seen in my sport? Like, that type of proximity to a player like that. Yeah,
man. I mean, I don't want to go long on it, but like what Coach Petra used to do with Mikey for me, because he was the first cat that I saw watch, and I watched, and I was like, wait, that's like equally as athletic. Like he's moving the way that I think I can move. He's figured out somehow to do it with a stick, but he's moving better than I've ever seen anyone move. So I gravitated towards him every time we played Syracuse, just like on the film study type thing. And so we watched them on like a Monday, and Coach Petra would be all over me on Tuesday being like, you've seen the shit he did last night. Like, why can't you do that? Like, so it was like a motivating thing for me to try and match what he was doing. So he was crazy, man. I got to play with him, I think an all-star game or two early when he was still playing pro, and we played on the national team together. But that dude, man, that dude's cold.
Bad boy.
Yeah, he is. Okay. You're probably cold right now, especially after this question. Are you shooting over 100 miles per hour right now?
For sure. I'll walk outside and shoot over 100 miles an hour right now. Put a stack on it.
First shot.
He said, "Show me a band."
Stack is subjective. Like, how much is a stack?
How much is a stack? Anywhere you ask. $1,000, dog. Put a stack on it.
Yeah, that's a band. What you mean?
Yeah, just like here. But here's the problem with me and you, Scotty. Like, we go outside right now. I stretch out. He disappeared off the screen. Like, I go outside right now. You let me grab a stick here. Give me 5 balls. We'll get to $2, maybe. You try and windmill for the next decade. The shit ain't happening.
First of all,
This man ain't never even know windmill.
Yeah, he said you.
Yo. Oh my God.
Hold on. Go into this, because there's no way you gonna tell me that this man looked you in the face and said he's gonna he can hit a windmill.
Listen.
Hold on. Not only he looked me in my eyeballs along with all the viewers at home and said that, to his credit, he gave himself 4 years, right? So he didn't say like next week. So maybe that part is somewhat truthful. My argument is within this 4 years, his goal was to drop 20 pounds, Scotty. Am I right?
Yeah.
Drop 20. And then he was going to hit a windmill off 1 foot. So like the lie just kept building. And I was like, who do you think you are, bro?
Scotty got a
it was crazy.
Scotty, why you put yourself in a corner like that?
It was crazy.
Man?
Yeah, it's
You had to add that.
Come on, bro.
He said off 1 foot.
He was offended.
Aiming for the stars, aiming for the stars, landing on the moon, or however that quote goes.
Nope.
But
I think that's not it at all.
What is it? Shoot for the, I forget.
Aim for the moon, and you'll land amongst the stars. It's what you mean?
I mean, the problem is you either can windmill or you can't, and we all here agree that you can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you mean? Oh my God.
Anyway,
hold on. Last comment. Because I'll give Scotty his flowers in that. Like, he did show me a video of him dunking. So like, I believe you that you can get up and like get a little bit over the rim and dunk. But if you think that you were taken off 1 foot and windmill, and like it's just not happening. Not in this lifetime.
Wild. Yo, you know what part's pissing me off about this the most is Googs saying Scotty couldn't hit a windmill on a 9-foot rim. Googs, if I have to start
that's crazy
on you, we're gonna have a problem.
Okay, I think he can hit a windmill on a 9-foot rim.
Hold on. So you're telling us, similar to what I said about lacrosse, you're telling us we step outside right now on a 9-foot rim. We give you 5 attempts, you're hitting a windmill off 1 foot?
On a 9-foot rim?
Huh?
That's
I give him a 9-foot rim. I give him a 9-foot rim.
Yo, we want you to tape it tomorrow, dog. We need you to tape measure. We need you to tape measure it out. We need you to tape measure it out. We want to see it, man.
Yeah, go find some yard in the suburbs.
Yeah,
Hit
maybe
that little,
change your
put your little handle up a little bit.
Crazy, bro.
Hey, I can see the pulse going up in his neck right now, bro. You sit there.
Look,
how you go?
Yo. Y'all need to know I got bounced. But we're gonna bounce to the next question here.
Look at you.
Where was your second choice school?
My second choice college. I've told this story a bunch, so I won't bore you all. But I wanted to go to UNC because I am a Jordan guy, and so I went on my recruiting trip there. My mom's side of the family is from Durham, so like in my head that was a done deal. And I got there, and the staff told me that there was a few guys ahead of me within my area, and if they committed, it might not be room or money, and if they didn't, I'd have an opportunity. And then they both committed. And I obviously walk out of the office and you're like, got it. So not a huge priority there, which is whatever. It's cool. It's how recruiting goes. And they were both great players, but came back home, went on the Hopkins trip, and that was that.
Nice.
Who was the player? You said they were both.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
No.
We gonna talk about that offline.
But that's what we want. That's what we want to know.
That'll be offline. Actually, you know what's crazy? I just ran into one, and he's a great dude. Ran into him because we weren't really cool, right? Like we knew each other playing in rival high schools, but like we definitely didn't kick it. And then he went off to UNC and I went to Hop, and we saw each other recently because our daughters were playing against each other, which is crazy.
Okay,
that is cool.
Yeah, that'll be all offline. Yeah, I'm not like y'all. I'm not out here trying to look for fights.
I just need to know how UNC fumbled that. That's what I
that's crazy.
It's not necessarily a fumble in their eyes, right? They had a good run. I mean, look,
it's 2025. We know the answer.
History.
It ended better on our end for sure. But like, whatever. They did the thing.
You were gonna be in that blue regardless. You're gonna be in that little baby blue. So
all I wanted was some 11 baby blue Jordans and be at UNC and be down there at them hoops game. I was so excited, only to be told, "Nah, dog, you good."
That's crazy. That's a massive L. That's a massive L.
Nah, man, it worked out for everybody. We're good.
Now we got one question from a fan, a listener right now. Keeper of the Gates wanted to know, who is the toughest goalie you've ever faced in the PLL and college?
Well, college, Tillman Johnson saved all the balls. It was a real bummer because you know what? And I've only had this happen to me a couple times in my career because I honestly was not even that skilled of a shooter. I think I used to get the ball off quickly, and so it was hard to track. And so I wasn't necessarily a skill shooter guy, but it got out of my stick quickly. And it came from areas that I was pretty comfortable with. But Tillman was one of those guys that I would think about it before shooting, and it would be a mess. So that was a problem in college. And then professionally, Doherty's one of the best goalies of all time. I mean, he's saved everything and would talk shit to you while I was doing it. It was such a bummer. It was my rookie year, and I came screaming down an alley and was like, "Yo, I am doing the same shit here that I'm doing in college." And I go up to jump and hear this man yell clear as I'm jumping. He just upping out the other way. And I said, oh no. Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Crazy.
Bit of a different game. Yeah, it was crazy.
That was clear before it left your stick. He was clear.
Dog, clear as I'm on my left foot, reaching back to do it.
That's different.
No,
that's different.
It was crazy. It was hard. Honestly,
and then he saved it.
It was hard. He didn't say it. He caught the shit clean. It was crazy.
He caught it like he passed it on the crease.
No, it was crazy.
I'd be sick.
That's wild, man.
Yeah,
that'll bring me down.
I mean, you can tell it still fucks with me.
You remember that joint forever.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Wake up in a cold sweat.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Well, so that was supposed to go a lot quicker, but I'm glad it went like that. But do you guys have Shane, Brian, or Diggs? You guys have any questions before we get into some college games?
I just wanted to get him talking.
Yeah, for real.
You knew.
That's all I'm talking about. We
No,
hear.
he-
I told you I didn't watch a ton of college games on the weekend, but I can try and contribute.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right? He's going to contribute. We got a lot to talk about here, but I think the easiest thing for you to contribute to is talk about these damn Blue Jays.
Yep, there was. Yep.
Yeah. You saw that coming because the Blue Jays having a hard time. Johns Hopkins loses to Michigan 11-8.
Yeah.
Diggs, I know you were in your bag after this game. Diggs, what are you thinking?
Yeah, what are you thinking? Old side switching. What you thinking, man?
I'm grumpy.
His ass.
I'm just grumpy about this because it's the same things the last couple of weeks. Not really the ball movement's not there. We had a quarter with 0 goals, a quarter with 1 goal. Come on, man. Big Ten supremacy agenda. You ain't winning a Big Ten game, scoring 0 goals in a quarter, 1 goal in a quarter of the same game. Ain't going down like that. Tough.
Yeah. Jays didn't look comfortable, man.
Kyle.
Look, man. I don't lean. Look, the Diggs has made some points that I don't necessarily disagree with. I think that long season still can win the Big Ten. You got to win, rattle off a bunch of wins, right? And I think you got to play with energy. I'm still rocking with him. I think I'm actually going this weekend, maybe. I think it might be homecoming, and it's been the 20 years since we won in 2005, which is crazy. So I think some old teammates are coming back. So I think might be in the building this weekend coming up. Look, man, got to stay with them.
That's tough. I feel like I always underestimate Michigan too, especially after Conroy said whatever he said. And
oh my gosh,
what he said? What he said?
You don't
remember they said the bunch of 6'4" gorillas or whatever?
Gorillas, and that the ACC is a bunch of pretty boys.
So I'm always like,
man, y'all just trying to see. This is these days it's different. We didn't
not even saying anything crazy right now.
We just went out in the field and ran by people. Like we didn't talking in the social media and shoot shots. Like, nah, dog. I'm showing up on Saturday.
Wasn't around,
and somebody better be ready to run. Because I am screaming by you. We didn't do all this stuff in the media.
So you ain't hear nobody say nothing about y'all when you was playing. You didn't hear no rumors, no nothing.
Well, so here's the deal. I think all athletes are different, obviously. And the athlete typically takes on whatever the personality of the coach, in my opinion. And so back when we were playing at Hopkins, Petro, who is my guy, is crazy about that stuff, right? So did you hear what they said about us in the paper? No, we didn't. And I don't care. I'm trying to care, but I don't care. And so he would get fired up about it. So in turn, obviously we had some guys on the team that would gravitate to that, but I don't give a shit with people. What? Okay. Well, we'll see you at 1 p.m. on Saturday.
Yeah.
Who is who, and then that'll go from there. So no, I mean Comrie was my old teammate though, by the way. I played with Comrie for 3 years. I think he was a year older than me at Hop. And he's a great coach and obviously familiar with all things going on at Homewood. So he does a great job against him. I don't know what his record is, but I think it's pretty good. Diggs, you probably know.
What his record is at
Michigan's against Hopkins since Comrie's been. I feel like they've snuck 3 or 4 of them over the last whatever years. I mean, he's got a good record against them.
I know they definitely beat Hop in the Big Ten tournament 2 years ago. Kicked us out before beating Maryland. That's the last I remember.
I'm happy to hear you say us, man, because
he's still on.
A handful of folks are worried. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I know we spoke about this, Kyle, but unfortunately, you said as long as you have an internet connection, I'm never going to live that down.
Yeah, man. As long as I got Wi-Fi, dog, I'm coming for you for sure. For sure.
Listen, it is what it is, but I'm rocking with the Blue Jays for life.
I got to tell you this, and this is my last statement around the topic. I promise I'll stop talking. I have a folder on my phone with my obviously photos, like all of us. I have yours flagged. The pictures I have of you in chaos gear, and then your Redwoods announcement. I just have stuff ready to rock.
That's how you do it so quick. You literally just got a folder.
Well, I mean, I'm lying. A folder makes me look more organized than I am. I just have it I have it favorited. So anytime you say something crazy, I'm just gonna find it. Okay, got him.
That's crazy.
Why? Just like us for real.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I got a folder of like I talk about all the time. I have a folder for so many different
man, you gotta be ready.
When I
just in case.
When I caught you with the K team walking into training camp, I had that saved for like for a solid year, waiting for you to go to training camp. I'm like, where did it start? Click.
Oh my god, that shit was so funny.
Yo, I have a question.
Oh,
Diggs, you think if Rutgers played against Hopkins right now, who would you put your money on?
Hopkins.
Who would I put my money on?
Yeah. So
Hopkins. Hopkins. My money's on Hopkins. I'm not. Because here's what y'all got.
But I'm saying, like, because I wanted to add the money because I feel like you'd be more objective this way.
No, because here's what y'all got me messed up. Y'all got me messed up starting thinking I'm gonna bet against Hopkins. I might be a bit pessimistic. I might be a bit realistic at times. I might have my doubts. But if I gotta put my money where my mouth is, you think I'm a bet against the team I'm a fan of? You got me messed up. Whatever the bet is, I'm putting it on Hopkins. I'll lose that $50 before I lose my pride. I'll lose that $50 before I lose my pride.
Okay, I get that. You're loyal. Okay.
Yeah.
Shane, who would you put your money on?
Shane, what you talking about, Shane?
Shane, who would you get? Hopkins or Rutgers?
I mean, shoot. Out of the pick'ems, I ain't pick Hopkins this last weekend, did I? For a reason. I ain't pick Hopkins this last weekend, did I? Because last week I saw Michigan do something, and I saw Hopkins do something, and I had to make an educated choice. Yeah. So at this particular moment, I might have to go with Rutgers.
That's crazy.
Hold on. That's crazy.
Shane, knowing what you know now, right? You know what happened last time Hopkins and Rutgers played, right? Rutgers won. And so factoring all that, Hopkins just lost again to Michigan. So we're saying we're rolling out a ball on Tuesday afternoon at Homewood. Rutgers, Hopkins, you're taking Rutgers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Still.
In the heat of battle.
Heat of battle, I want Iguodala. That's what I'm talking about. Okay?
I
want end of the world.
Iguodala. I can't do this. Oh,
I mean, there's something to be said about the fact that the game, you lose the game, you start to get a little bit more motivated in practice. You start, it's like, we got to win the next one. But also at the same time, there is something to be said about having being on a downswing, realizing, damn, we really should have won this game. We really got it. So, I mean, it could be a little mental thing going on there. I would say, I mean, it's like, damn, we really shouldn't have lost to Rutgers. You could easily change the whole thought process and be like, damn, does Rutgers have our number for real?
Oh, hell no. No, dog. That can't happen. I can't. If you got seniors in your locker room, that can't happen.
Really? Really? That's how you think the boys at Maryland felt the same way?
I wouldn't even know what we're talking about. Your boy didn't watch. What are we talking about?
Michigan beat Maryland this year. Michigan beat Maryland last year.
Got it.
They struggling. Maryland was supposed to be, they were undefeated up until Michigan.
I was saying that I'm with you on the mentality being possible, and then obviously data showing that like maybe some teams aren't it. All I'm saying is that Hopkins, Rutgers played Tuesday, and Hopkins lost to Rutgers 2 weeks ago, lost to Michigan this weekend. Like I'm taking Hopkins 10 times out of 10 in that Tuesday game.
Score. What's the score?
It's close. It's gross, right?
Okay.
Nobody's lighting it up on the scoreboard. It's close. I'm going like 8-7 Hop.
Okay. All right. So under 10 goals,
straight 2004 scores.
Yeah. Under 10 goals, even with the shot clock, if you're going 8-7.
Yeah.
That means you got.
I think it's crusty.
Okay. Who's the leading scorer on that team? I gotta know this.
Oh gosh.
Jesus, you're making him get in depth.
Yeah, because bro, you got to tell me because I at this point I'm seeing Melendez is out, For whatever reason.
Eiler.
Okay. Yeah, Charlie Eiler is great.
He can get to the bucket. He can get to the bucket.
So,
and Collison is not going to go to the net, even though he can.
Collison's a sleeper agent right now. This man is waiting on a phone call from somebody in another black site, CIA black site, to activate him because he's not ready right now. He can. He just don't.
Oh my God.
You don't.
Well, I want to know how many shots he took in that game.
Anyway, we got to move on. I know this could take a long time. All right, but I think Hopkins.
Go on.
I think Hopkins is taking the L in that. But Shane, how many L's are in the word Loyola?
Boy, let me tell you something. Because I might. Look. I got a whole segment of this I got to go on. Because last week, Mr. Smith, Shane A. Smith, said, "I wonder how long we gonna be on Loyola." And I said, "We gonna be right back on them this week because they for sure losing to Lehigh." And guess what the hell happened? I actually tuned into that game, and I damn near need to send an invoice back to them boys for wasting my time.
Oh shit!
Because I watched that game, and I was like, "Ain't no way y'all boys was in the championship not too long ago, and now you playing against Lehigh, can't score more than 4 goals as a team. You bugging, I got a whole
Loyola said, "Help me, Scott Rutland."
Yeah, I thought I could bully him. Them boys got different problems. They got different problems.
The fact that Stephen or Shane A. Smith thought he could will their way to victory. I got this button to press for you.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
I sure did. I was hoping. Because if you ain't got motivation in the locker room right now at 0-8, going into that game and ending up 0-9, brother, what do you have going for you in general? What's going on? We were talking about Nick Myers being on the hot seat earlier this season. Ain't nobody talking about no Charlie Toomey yet. I tell you that.
I was not ready. I was not ready for
that. Man. Y'all don't come for me. This is all Shane. I'm just here enjoying a little bit of
applesauce. Hold on. Let me tell you something. Y'all boys talk about some, you talking crazy, you're not safe. I have never, not once, I'm going to say this, I'm going to look in the camera. I have never, not once feared a single lacrosse player in my life, and I will die before I become afraid of any one of y'all wearing Sperry's and Dan Brooks brothers. You will not get me pissed off. I promise you. I don't care. Come for me. No. I'm getting everybody put my address on Twitter. I don't care. Come see me.
I done spent 30 years avoiding this, and here I am right in the middle of the whole thing.
Pull up. Yeah. I don't care. I'm not afraid
gonna get you talking one of these times.
Yeah.
You got too many stories.
Yeah, Shane, they're going through it right now. They probably this is tough for me because I was high on Loyola.
They haven't won it. They're 0-9.
0-9. I was high on them in the beginning of the year because they had those close ass games in the beginning of the year, and now you see them lose to like Lehigh. You're like,
they scored 3 goals.
They're getting progressively worse, and which causes me to ask the question: they probably lost the locker room like that. How do you coach a team like this when you start losing like this, and then your locker room is just gone? How do you motivate those boys? It's all right, guys. We'll get them next time. My ass.
Hey, I'll tell you what I'll tell you what it is. Hey, the game's over. Practice on Monday. That's it. You're not paying nothing to nobody.
Hold on. Question for this group. You guys, and this is from a place of someone that, admittedly, like my weekends with if I'm not working with the kids, I'm all over the place. I'm not watching a ton of lacrosse. I watch Hop when I can, but with some of these scores and some of their, like I think you said Lehigh beat Loyola, and obviously there's some lopsided things. Is talent just kind of stretching out? Is everybody good now? Or is it like some teams are still cheeks and the other teams are just not figuring out? Like what's happening?
Yeah, that's a point. That's a point that we made right. Before that talent. I think Shane made the point last week that people aren't just going to the UVAs, the Hopkins, the Syracuses anymore. They're going to different schools where they could kind of build something. Kind of like Shane brought up Colgate last week, right? Shane, you brought up Colgate, how these kids with talent are not looking for those prestigious programs, if you will. They're looking for almost an opportunity to build their own thing, and they're doing it.
Yeah, because I feel like folks is looking at each and every school, and they're like, could I go to UVA and probably play my junior senior year, or could I go to Fairfield and play all 4 years and have a really great opportunity to win my conference? I think that makes the most amount of sense overall. I'm like get yourself a real career. If you want to go to UVA, no matter what, go for it. No problem. But if you want to have like a real career and you're not like a 5-star, I would say go somewhere else. But you're not a 5-star, but you're still nice. Like you still got offers other places. I feel like most people are like, yeah, let me go and see what's up at this other school.
That's fair.
Hey, Kyle, were there any other like when you were around, it was mostly Blue Bloods, right? So like the Blue Bloods we all know about. Were there any like mid-major schools where you were like, hey, they're kind of nice though?
No, not really. And I don't say that in a mean way. Like it was like, we lost my class, we lost to in 4 years, we lost to UVA, Princeton, Cuse, and that's it.
That's
and so everybody, teams were talented, but it's all the Blue Bloods, all the same folks,
Talent
Maryland
was concentrated, probably a lot more concentrated.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, so does that mean you never lost to Maryland?
Hell no, you don't know.
Oh shoot!
I didn't know the real history there. I didn't pick up a stick till 2002. So
now we were close. We won, and we beat them in overtime. We beat them in overtime my freshman year. Sophomore year, it wasn't as close. Junior year, it wasn't as close, but it was. If you haven't looked up that game, that's actually, I'll be short, but that was a 100th anniversary meeting of Hopkins and Maryland, and
CSTV.
Yeah, it was like standing room only, 10,000 people at Homewood. But what was dope about it, obviously now it happens every game, but that was the first time it was like covered like a game today is covered. So like Sports Illustrated followed both teams around all week. They like every practice, every meal, the whole deal, and it was all building to Saturday at 8 p.m. at Homewood. So that was dope. Beat them that year, and then we beat them senior. Freshman year was the close one. The other three weren't as close.
That's tight. I like it.
Yeah, that 2004 game was you had to be there.
That
was my first big game I ever watched on TV.
That was crazy. Kyle Berry scored the first goal of the game, and that joint hit 3 pipes, but like the corners 3 times. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was absolutely. I got that joint on my phone. I'll text it to the group. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So let's talk about America's team, or what we thought was America's team, Fairfield. Speaking of talent going all over the damn place, Fairfield. Okay, loses Stony Brook. Y'all talking about Stony Brook or you're talking about Fairfield going undefeated for the rest of the year? My ass again. What are we talking about? Yo, we get so hype on these Americans. Last year we did this with NJIT, right?
That's what it is.
The second we get hype on NJIT, everybody buys stock in them. What did they do? I'm pretty sure they lost out, right? Because in a team like this, right, and with these American team stuff, you're running off of momentum so much, and then once that train comes to a halt, it's tough to come back, man. So who's Fairfield got, Dig? They're probably looking at that schedule.
I'm looking at their schedule. Okay, so look, they got Hofstra at home, at Delaware, at Towson, and then Monmouth at home as the end of the season. So like, Scotty, you're saying, you calling bullshit on them being able to like finish the season undefeated. I don't see why that's crazy. Like they're 9-0 against teams like St. John's.
You think they're beating Towson?
Sacred Heart. Yes.
They might.
What?
They might.
Yes.
I don't think they're beating Towson.
Yes.
No, but they're gonna win like 4 games, and then they're gonna get a home game in the playoffs and lose by 10. Because they're gonna end up playing like the second or third best team in the Ivy or the ACC or the Big Ten. That's what's
they're not even number 1 in their conference. Hofstra is number 1 in the conference.
Hofstra, I know them.
Yeah, Hofstra's 3-0.
I know them.
Yeah, Hofstra's hooping. That's my guy, Coach T. Yeah, that's my. That's my guy. Yeah, they hooping.
Man, they're 7-2. Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they're locked. They're locked in.
Yeah, they're hooping.
And so this game on the 5th is gonna be a little might be a little something. We're gonna have to see what Hofstra's talking about, because if Fairfield come to play and they really give Hofstra a game, I don't know.
Where is it?
It's at Fairfield's home, so Hofstra's away. Yeah, it's gonna be different. Yeah, they're on the but I agree with what Brian said. They're gonna get let's say they win these next 4 games and then they get a home game in the playoffs, and now what?
Do you think they're winning out?
I think they could.
So.
I think
shit, they could, but do you think they are?
I don't think they're beating Towson.
What about you, Brian? Do you think they're winning out?
No, and it's not that I don't think that they're good, because they're good. It's just that it's hard, bro. Winning only going the whole season, losing 1 or 2 games is difficult. Like you're gonna get got a couple of times. Remember we said before, this is the type of season everybody's gonna get got. They're good,
and you damn near should get got.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good to get got, especially early, so that you realize, hey, we can be beat, and we need to know that. Because when you show up and you
did it the UVA.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll see. But our national champions from the last 2 years, Notre Dame, handles Duke. I was about to give Nakai a call today and jump on today. Let's see what you got to say.
He was so excited because they beat Richmond by 1 last.
Oh my God. I will never forget that. He was sitting there getting the sleep emoji. Yeah, right, bro. Stop the cap. You win in double overtime to Richmond. Richmond's a good team, but you win a double overtime to Richmond, and you sitting here getting up in our comment section talking about we sleep on the Blue Devils. Boy, if you don't get
yo, this is 2 weeks in a row we dropping bombs on the Kai, man. I gotta step in the middle. That's like, hey, man.
We talked about the chaos social media team for 4 weeks after they came after us. So don't come over here and talk about wow, that's crazy. You know what's crazy? What's crazy is you losing by Notre Dame doubling your score. That's what's crazy. Notre Dame doubled you up. Not 1 ounce of that game did you even look.
That's crazy.
They doubled you up. What are we talking about? Why are we acting? Not 1 point in that game did it look like Duke was probably going to do something. Y'all boys were struggling from the jump.
Sean Light didn't even play either.
From the jump. From the jump. Jake Taylor, he say, look, Hey, y'all good if I make this part of my highlight reel to get first team PLL highlight? Y'all good if I do this? And you cool if 3 of my goals are behind the back? You good with that? Oh, okay, for sure. You not doing it? I'm finna do it anyway.
Kyle, what pick in the draft is Taylor in the PLL draft?
That's tough.
I told you, man. I need to watch more film. I don't want. You ain't gonna hold me to something.
Man,
he's been firing off for 3 years. So
I agree.
Agreed. You got the
I told you I don't be watching like I used to.
Yeah, man,
he's got kids though. We can't.
It's not like I'm chasing kids around.
Kids. He got entrepreneurial stuff to do and everything. Shake hands, kiss babies, do that stuff. But Diggs, you bring up a good point, right? Let's do our top 3 picks right now for the PLL draft.
Okay, go on.
I want to hear yours.
Diggs?
Whose?
Yours, Dig. I'm sorry. I'm talking to 5 people on a damn screen right now.
Damn. All right.
I don't really have like a top 5 off the top of my head.
Top 3. That's why I said 3.
Oh yeah. I really like, because I don't really know who's like 2 or 3 and who's drafting in what order and who needs what. I haven't reviewed that, but some people have been saying, CJ Kerr's gonna go first overall. That's where I draw the line.
He's not gonna go first?
That's where I draw the line. I've seen some people say he's not gonna go first overall.
And you do believe he will?
Yes. What are we talking about?
Just make sure.
Yeah, I think he will.
That's what all the arguments are like. Well, they don't need an attackman. You need CJ Kerr, bro. That's people like, don't take Brandon O'Neal. We don't need an attackman. You're smoking crack. You beat Brandon O'Neal. You want to play against him?
No, he's a pro.
He's hooping.
He's a pro.
I think the first pick is it Water Dogs? I want to say.
Yeah.
Water Dogs
that is out for the year, so it's gonna be CJ Curtis.
And
it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Wait, can I ask a question before you guys all answer this? And I was actually thinking about it from a basketball perspective yesterday, watching hoops. Is this just a COVID holdover? But how are people getting 5 years?
Oh, it is COVID. I think this might be the last year of COVID stuff.
Okay, that's what it is.
A lot of it is
like there's no rule shift. There's no you can not a red shirt joint. Like literally a 5-year. You transfer mid-year. You still get 4 more seasons.
Yeah.
I don't really understand how that's worked.
I think it's COVID because there's still a bunch of Ivy Leaguers that all switched out from that COVID year.
Got it.
Well, I'll tell you this, my cousin, he plays basketball, bro. He's
can he windmill?
Yo, he can windmill like crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna send you his film. Yo.
Get his ass.
Maybe he should do it.
Anyway.
She's gonna be in the video. They're gonna do it like the old Fresh Prince.
Yo,
that's what's gonna be. It's gonna be Scotty Cousin doing the windmill.
My point. All right, I was gonna get to my point. Let me get there. All right. God damn. All right. Yo, he's 4 years younger than me, and he has another year of eligibility to play basketball.
Good for him.
Right. I'm like these kids exploiting these rules, but I can't get mad at them.
I can't get mad at it either. I just didn't get it.
No, that's it. So Brian, you got 3 picks, or Shane, you got 3 picks?
A show.
Yeah, I got 3. You can go first, Shane.
Okay. I got first is obviously CJ Curse. Okay. Second on that list, I think, is Logan McEnany. And then I think third on that list is Eric Spanos.
Wow. Okay. Not bad. I like it.
Hey, Brian,
especially after last year.
No, he's a senior, but he's got I think he got a red shirt. So I think
so he's gonna stay.
Yeah, that's my guess. I think he's gonna stay.
What about you, Brian? Who are your top 3?
I said CJ Curse goes 1. Sammy English is gonna be the mid. Swin's gonna do a midfielder and an attack. So he's gonna. I think Sam English and Sam King. We'll go Sam King because Coulter McAfee does the same things right at Garnsey. So yeah, I saw those 3. Sam King. So Sammy English, Sam King, CJ Curse.
Yeah,
that's a little thing he just said there. Coulter McAfee and Ryder Ganji are the same person to you?
Not that their games are the same. I'm talking about being goal scorers.
Okay.
Because the Brendan Nixon thing kind of like throws the monkey wrench into it because that's your ex attackman now. So they're kind of switching stuff up now.
Hey, Kyle, do you have a Garnsey tape? You got a Ryder Garnsey tape you trying to share?
No, that's my guy.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm just saying. Just
Ryder's my guy.
The same. Just they're goal scorers. So why you don't draft Coulter because the Ryder's there?
Yeah, home run hitter. Ryder, home run hitter. Right? Mm-hmm. Like, you're gonna get some turnovers. You're gonna get some crazy stuff, but you're gonna get 3 or 4 goals too. Home run hitter.
For me, I would definitely go CJ Curse 1. It depends if BVB is going for the draft or not, but I think I think he's
going back.
He has another year of eligibility. But
who?
Bobby Van Buren.
Oh, going back?
Yeah,
that's a pro.
I don't know. No,
that's for sure a pro.
That boy's a pro, like a first team all pro type pro. Yeah,
absolutely.
You think he'll be a first team all pro?
Yeah, in his career, early, yes.
Really?
He can cover the look, man. I think when you get to that level, when you get to the pro level, these dudes are so damn talented that, like, if you can like cover the ball, like nobody has to help you. Like, there's not many of those in the world. And you look at. I'm trying to think of like the great ones recently. Like Matt Dunn's a guy nobody really helped for 5-7 years, whatever it was.
JT is a big one.
JT, nobody's helping. He's by himself. Like he goes out and covers the ball, and you just like look at your man. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure nobody
just turn around if he's on the
ball. Those guys are tough to find, man. Tough to find. Yeah, no, but he is. He'll be a first team all pro for sure.
Yeah, I don't think that's. I think, and also I wish they were better, but UVA's Ben Ware, I'm putting up there. And then I would also put Jake Taylor at 3.
Yeah, Jake Taylor's. I would, if we just asked for top 5, he was going to be like 4 or 5.
Taylor?
Yeah.
I just don't know the draft order. Like,
I should have posed that question.
I don't know what the draft order is.
I should have posed that question slightly different, as in like best available or like something like that. But I get the point. You get what I'm trying to say to you guys. But let's bring it back to college lacrosse. Okay, now Brian, Shane, the battle of the boys, Syracuse, UVA. What we talking about?
You know what I hate about this? Before you go, Brian, because I actually don't want to hear it, but I'm going to hear it. What I hate about this is that I was pumped in the beginning, and it was just like one of those things that was like, oh, you're gonna hurt me. You're gonna hurt me. You're gonna hurt me so bad because I know you're not gonna keep this energy the entire game. And then it got close towards the end, and I was like, yeah, this is where again Virginia is going to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, where we do, which we like to do. It's always right there for us. And then in the last couple of minutes, for whatever reason, it's like, nah, let's let the other team win. And then it's not even because Syracuse is admittedly very, very good. They're very well coached. Oh, yeah. It's just like, God bless America, man. You had so much momentum in the beginning, and Syracuse was like, and especially they were peppering McCool in the first 5 minutes was probably like 10 or 15 shots that just didn't either hit pipe or didn't go in, didn't even get saved. It just either hit pipe or didn't go in. And I'm like, okay, this is a good take. Slow the game down, pepper the goalie, sure. But if you can't stop transition, and Syracuse's transition is just not fair. Everybody on that offensive team just deserves to be, I don't want to say it out loud, but I was hurt.
Scared of?
I don't want to. No, it's not. I'm scared. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. It's not that I'm scared. You know I'm not scared. I just what was going to come out of my mouth was not going to be a good thing. So I just want to say, congratulations, Brian.
You were about to throw a straight at Peyton Cormier or something?
Hey, I respect Peyton Cormier as hey Kyle, where you at? Come on back. I ain't gonna say nothing crazy. I respect Peyton Cormier as a college player, but we're not talking about PLL, so I'm gonna keep my feelings about him as a PLL player somewhere else. But as a college player, he's fantastic. He's fantastic.
I get it.
Kyle, have you heard this? Have you heard this man's Peyton Cormier slander?
No.
Oh, he made me think you're not really a Virginia fan.
Well, actually, I think I probably have heard it. I just didn't know who he was talking about. I'm sure
I haven't cut it up. I haven't cut it up and put it online because those videos would go crazy.
Yeah, don't put them on the internet, man.
I ain't gonna do none of that right now.
You could put it on the internet, like I said. But
I'm not trying to have you shanked whenever you go to Virginia now. Like I don't want to deal with this.
That's fine. Come see me. Come see me. Oh, you still wearing Sperry's. Come see me. I don't care. I'm good. What are you gonna do? You're gonna press me? What are you gonna do? Tell your dad's gonna sue me? I don't care. You're gonna be. We're okay. I'm okay.
Well, you officially stressed me right out. Hey, Brian, how long is Spalina still got? How many years he got?
He's a sophomore,
junior.
He's got 2 more or another one.
Yeah, he's got 1 more.
Got it.
Yeah, he's good, man.
Brian, what were you thinking about this game?
Well, first, like Diggs can attest to it too. I don't really be talking that crazy after the game because Mike had to deal with me the last 2 years, accused beating Hop, and because I don't dislike Hop because of the guy in the bottom left of my screen.
Really rough.
I told Kyle the story because I had to do suicides in high school because I was rooting for K-18, 2005 in the Dome. My high school coach was behind me. I had no idea. Made me run suicides the next day. But yeah,
that's
so
crazy.
It's Virginia's good. Because of the shade. The record part doesn't matter to me because it's one of those things where everybody thought Loyola was good because they were losing close. They faced off well because John Mullins is faced off like 68% this year, and then UVA faced off like 70% this game. They were getting the shots off. They were playing solid defense. Ben Ware's being the menace that he was. And it sounds weird saying it. If Syracuse a month and a half ago doesn't lose to Maryland and then lose to Harvard, I think they would have lost that game to Virginia because they've been punched in the mouth before. And they just it's because they were down 5-1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Going into the second quarter, like, oh damn, here we go. But it's like,
they
didn't panic.
No,
So
they didn't.
then it's 5-1 after the first, and then UVA scores 3-4 goals the rest of the game. So it's like the defense just did exactly what they needed to do. The offense, it was crazy because everybody gonna talk their Spallina nonsense because he had the 1 assist, but it was Virginia's thing is like we're not gonna let 22 do anything. We're not sliding. He get what Mikey was talking about last week when the Rutgers wasn't sliding. Nah, everybody else has to do something, and then the rest of the Syracuse defense did something where it was just like, okay, cool, we're gonna let Joey gonna be behind his man, take him out the game. Your best defender is not part of this game anymore, and the Cuse midfield went crazy.
Yep.
Like when Sam English is slipping, taking 2 steps on 2 defenders and throwing backhand assists to Michael Leo. Like, what are we doing right now? So it's like all the little things that they did where it's just like the Cuse offense did what they needed to do when our best player is going to get blanked out of the game. And I liked it too that Joey didn't go crazy. Like, I'm going to give him shots because it was like the juxtaposition with him and McCabe Millen because McCabe had 6 points, but he also had like 3 or 4 really bad turnovers. Yeah. So it's like, what do you want to get? So it's like that's the part that he's still learning too, where it's like picking and choosing when he's got to get his points, and that kind of threw UVA off a little bit too. But yeah, UVA is good, man.
I think UVA
they're solid.
They're solid. They're solid. They got to get some production out of their dudes.
Wait, before you move on, Scotty, who's there? Cuse has a midi that hammers the ball on the run. Who is that?
Luke Roa.
Yeah, Luke Roa.
Crazy. How old is he?
You muted, Brian. I can't hear you.
Yourself?
Nah.
Now you're here. Now you're here.
Oh no, I said Luke Roa. Yeah, he's a junior. He's on that's that whole class.
Oh my God. Yeah, he hammers. What I rock with Spallina, I mean, he's obviously a pro, but he for how much scrutiny he gets, and just since high school, I have watched how he handles like all of it. Like doesn't talk, and then if you watch even that game that you were just referring to where he had assists, he like did his job, didn't push, didn't press, like just hung out, took the best. The cat's a pro. I've been a big fan of his for a while.
Yeah, cut that up and send it to the internet, please. Because when I say it doesn't mean anything. When the GOAT says it means like
ain't nobody listening to my ass either, dog.
Get out of my mention. No, he only had this bro. Watch the lacrosse game. Stop looking at the box scores.
Yeah. People with no ball know what he's doing. He's crazy.
Yeah. We had this conversation up for like a hot minute last week. Like, what are we talking about? If you're not talking about Joey Spallina, if you don't think that he is worth it, do you watch lacrosse? Do you know lacrosse? What are we talking about? This is it's all objective at this point. You can't deny it. He's good.
Very, 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 very.
Yeah.
You know who else is good?
I'm about to say some Rutgers.
Ohio State.
Oh, okay.
They're pretty damn good. Everybody knows Ohio State.
Yeah,
but Rutgers did their thing, kept up with them for a while. Right?
They did their thing by almost.
But the thing is, if I got people in my comments or in my mentions about Ohio State beating Rutgers, hey, that's saying a lot within itself. Okay, but Rutgers, right? What was it? 3-goal game? I want to say. Okay.
Yeah, it was closer than I thought it was going to be.
See, in Rutgers, I'm just happy that last week we're talking about national championship contenders. Okay, and I think 3 out of the 4 of us had Ohio State in it. If it's not 3 out of 4, it was probably all of us had Ohio State in our Final Four. And Rutgers held them or stuck with them the entire game. And as a Rutgers fan, I just got to say I'm proud of my boys in Piscataway, New Jersey. All right, we don't got to stick too long on this because this game was on Big Ten Network, so I couldn't even watch that game like that.
Yeah. So, could you imagine if Jordan?
Man. Gotta tell you the trick offline. I'm gonna tell you the trick how you watch it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I need that because I was mad as hell sitting on my couch. I'm watching this damn Notre Dame Duke blowout, and I'm like, let me watch this damn Rutgers.
I'll teach you how to finesse the Big Ten, bro. I got you.
I gotta stop the group for a second. Hey, Scotty, I missed last week, but Shane A. Smith just confirmed something for me. Were you saying that Rutgers is a national champion contender?
No.
You okay, man?
He said that.
No.
He did say
Is
that.
Scotty okay?
Oh my God, is Scotty okay?
I'm trying to make sure I'm following.
Listen, I said it, but then I was like, yo, I'm kidding. But then I said my final four.
I'm just trying to make. I'm just trying to make sure I'm following. That's all. I got no shade.
Nah. My boys. I wouldn't be surprised if my boys did anything. Okay. But
wait, what does that mean? You wouldn't be
I was thinking the
surprised.
same thing.
What does that mean? You wouldn't be surprised if. What does that mean?
I wouldn't be surprised if my boys Rutgers made a run. I wouldn't be surprised. They're Rutgers. We're boys. We're Jersey boys. We do what we got to
they've
do.
been playing well, and the defense is good, man.
No shade. They beat us. I can't hate.
Yo, Googs, I appreciate you, dog. I'll hit you up if I need a login. Too. You're the man for that, Googs. Appreciate you.
I'm
All right.
hot about Hopkins losing to Rutgers, dog.
Yeah. Look at Diggs.
That's why Diggs is quiet.
That shit made me so mad.
Yo, Mikey was pressed in the chat, bro.
All right. Let's go to Hampton versus Monmouth. Here you go, Shane. Here you go with that shit. I'm never okay. I'm just always great. Okay. We're going on to Hampton versus Monmouth. Okay. If you want to touch on it. Okay. This game, tough for our boys at Hampton. Jersey boys did their thing against them. You guys want to know the score of this one?
I know the score.
I know. It's sickening.
I didn't know. What is it?
24-4. Tough. But so I'm curious though, guys. You guys all played college sports. Now let's talk about this. Is there any such thing as mercy in college sports?
No.
I love that. Shane, what do you think?
No.
I mean, I told you about what Towson did a couple years ago, where they just called the game like basically in the beginning of the fourth quarter and was like, yeah, this is going to get brutal if we continue to play this. At some point, there is no mercy at the college level. There is no mercy at the college level. You signed up to be here. You're supposed to be. You got recruited to be on this team. I'll say good game at the end of the game, but whatever happens in between, you suited up.
I mean, the reality is, I agree. I think the reality is, just in general, college sports, like you have to think that whatever team, I guess, is the more dominant team is winning, that team has a bunch of people that have been training and like waiting for their moment. So as long as your starters are removed and you're getting everybody in the game, I think it's difficult to not go. Like these people have been training just as hard as your starters. They got to get to go too. And if that's the game to go in, like I get it.
Thank you.
That's my only nobody had some. I mean, top. How many people scored? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, you're talking the Hampton game
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 people scored in the Hampton game. Nobody got more than 6 shots.
Yep.
Now, I mean, that's I can't. How can we be mad about a balanced scoring box score?
That's the game. Like that's the game.
That's the game.
Everybody played. Yeah.
No, and we're not padding nobody's stats. Like nobody had more than 3 goals. Nobody had more than 4 points. So I mean, folks got a chance to play, but it's still like, damn.
Well, tough for those boys at Hampton. I'm just going to do a quick rundown. Utah beats Bellarmine. VMI beats Cleveland State. Cornell handled UPenn 15-5. Princeton beats Dartmouth 11-8. Dartmouth hanging with those boys.
Princeton was a great game.
That was a great game.
And
I was locked on that one. I wanted a Dartmouth win so bad. They were close most of the game, and then Princeton got a garbage goal at the end. So it should have been 10-8, but whatever.
And Denver loses versus Villanova. Interesting.
Yeah,
that's so Big East.
So big. Ridiculous.
Hey, did you see that kid's overtime celly?
Yeah.
He literally just took off his helmet and just
Wait, what?
Really?
You ain't see the clip?
I gotta look. I didn't see that
I
either.
didn't see the clip either.
Swear to God, it wasn't even. He didn't. He took off his helmet and just.
I need to see it. Somebody send it.
I need to take a
I was
look.
I'll
like-
send it to you. I got it.
You know,
I'm gonna text it to you, Kyle.
You hit me.
Watch this.
I got it. Yeah, I want to take a look too at it. So make sure you send it to me.
I'll put it in TikTok.
But you know what you listeners need to look at? Y'all need to look at lax.com, because whether you're gearing up for the season, need fresh gloves, or just want to flex on your teammates with the latest gear, lax.com has you covered. They've got everything from heads and shafts to apparel and training essentials. And here's the best part. They've got pros on deck to string your stick exactly how you like it. So no more excuses when you miss that shot. And oh, did I mention they got fast shipping? So you'll have that gear in your hand before your next practice. Again, that's lax.com, where players get their gear. Now, guys, I have something funny for us, okay? This is what I love to do, okay? Because it's not me that says it. You guys are always worried about me being okay, okay? I'm not okay. We know that answer. But we also need to check if ChatGPT is okay.
That's real.
Okay. We need to check if ChatGPT is okay. So I asked ChatGPT, I asked ChatGPT, I go, what are the top 6 college lacrosse venues? And I want to see if you guys can name them. Okay. Let's brainstorm, put it together, because I know this is going to piss some people off. So
it's going to be a collective effort, because I don't really know venues like that.
You know what 1 and 2 are going to be. It's just who's going to be the other 4.
Okay. All right. I know 3 of them. I got 3 of them.
Who's the third one?
You got the Dome, obvious.
Yeah, the Dome.
You got Homewood, and you got Klockner.
Okay. Wait. Okay.
Brian
Is that the order?
No, it doesn't have to be an exact order. Okay? It doesn't have to be an exact order. And the Dome is not on it.
What?
The Dome is an honorable mention.
This list is fraudulent, but
it's fraudulent. I knew we were gonna say that. But what were the other 2 you said, Shane?
I said the Dome.
Shane, wait. Before you go, dog, I'm gonna cut this shit up, and your box is gonna say, "Is Scotty okay?"
Good.
All right. I said the Dome, Homewood, Klockner.
Homewood and Klockner. Yep, Homewood and Klockner are on it. Homewood's at number 1, Klockner's at number 3, but the Dome is a honorable mention.
That's interesting.
Is Ridley on the list?
Dunk in front of 20,000 people. All
right.
Right.
All right. Go ahead, Diggs. What did he say?
Was Ridley on it?
Ridley is up there at number 5. Ridley is up there of Loyola.
That seems like a cool stadium to play in.
Is Hofstra on there?
Hold on, Kyle's making a lot of faces. So Kyle, give us your top 5, because you're the only one here that played D1 and played at these stadiums.
Top 5? I don't have 5. I think it's the Dome and Homewood. And Klockner, I will say that because you only got to play there twice, right? So we played their junior year under the lights, and that was like dope. It was the only time I had been down there where like the field, like behind the thing and the side was all packed out. So I'd put that in there as well. But what else did you say?
That was bad.
I said Homewood, Klockner, and Ridley.
What about Koskinen?
Duke? Nope.
I'm good.
Not up there. But
I'm just like, you're talking about historical. Like, what are we talking about? Like, best place for a player? Are we talking historical? Give me more context.
Well, ChatGPT reasoned it. It said whether it's the vibes, the fan energy, or the sheer beauty of the place, here are the top places that always get mentioned.
No thanks.
So
that list is 3 stadiums long.
Yo, you Diggs. What was the last school you just named? You asked.
Oh, wait, I got one. I never got to play it, but it always looked dope watching their film to prepare for them. UMass. Do they got a good thing going, like right on their campus with people on top of them?
Garber.
I never played it. Yeah. That's all from like watching film. I never got there.
A lot of people say UMass has a sick environment, that Garber Field's sick.
Not up there. Interesting. But Diggs, you said Hofstra.
I didn't say Hofstra.
Somebody said it's Hofstra.
I said Hofstra.
Oh, Brian said Hofstra, and that is correct. Schwartz Stadium, right there.
Cool stadium.
Okay, that is on.
It's solid.
Hofstra's dope. I will say this: I've never been to Hofstra for a NCAA game, but I've been for a PLL game, and that place was bumping when I went to that game.
That place fills up. Agreed.
And there's two more. I guess one has a little asterisk by it, but one more.
Ain't nobody guessing it, dog. What is it?
Is it an Ivy League?
No Ivies. Oh yeah, there's two. There's
Somebody get your man's done.
One Ivy. One Ivy. Let's go. I'm reading 6 different tabs right now.
This is 3 stadiums long.
Yeah, what are we doing?
All right, whatever. You guys with your
Give us the other oones. Give us the other ones.
All right, the other one was Klockner Stadium in Virginia. Oh, we said that? Okay. Yeah. We said Sholkoff Field in Cornell in Ithaca, New York.
No.
Never played there.
And then,
that stadium looks so boring to me.
And then it's a football stadium.
I just see it and I'm like, it looks cold there. That's the only thing I think when they join Ithaca come up. Like,
yeah, the stadium.
And then
it campus is beautiful.
Also said Denver Stadium, which I knew that.
I was just about to say, no way.
No
way they put Denver's new stadium or Denver's.
I don't know the new one.
I was going to say Folsom Field.
That's Folsom. Folsom is Colorado. That's
University of Colorado.
Oh, is it? That's
hey, somebody get your man's. What are we doing?
Hey, ChatGPT.
This is why I don't use ChatGPT, dog. This is why I don't use ChatGPT.
Let's down the dome for Folsom Stadium, the football stadium.
Yo, Folsom Field is Colorado, Brian?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
quick story. I played in it, bro. Worst experience of my life.
What
I got a CTO, bro. I picked up the ball, run to the other side of the field. Your boy was so winded. By the time I got to the other restraining box, I threw the ball.
Hey, that altitude will get you for real.
You did what?
I threw the ball right away, right at the ground. I tried to throw it to the point man. That ball came nowhere close to him.
That's crazy because theoretically the ball should be soaring because of the altitude.
My ass was gassed, bro. And they were beating us. They were beating us by 16 at like
no.
Right? Yo, tell me why we call a timeout and they over there playing Hall & Oates. We over there on the sideline. Like, I'm like, yo, why is Rich Girl playing right now? Like, come on, son. It was tough day for me.
They stunting on you. That's
hilarious. That's nice of you to even share that, man.
It's all right. I'm here to be transparent, okay?
It's not positive.
They start playing dive bar music in the timeouts.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's
crazy. Yeah, but let's move it to another segment. Wow, that's my first time ever having to deal with ChatGPT being wrong. Maybe it's not. I just didn't notice, but it's okay. All right, let's go on to our segments here. Now let's go on with Brian first. Brian, who walked that dog?
So I'm laughing because, like, you know how you have a teacher in school and then you got a substitute teacher and the substitute teacher still does their thing? That was Notre Dame defense without Sean Light allowing 7 goals on Duke. Like, oh, where's Sean Light's not going to be here? The Duke offense is going to show up. The Duke offense is about to have 10 points. Nah, fam. Andrew McAdory had 3 points, and then there was just a bunch of other guys just there on the Notre Dame defense. So shout out Will Donovan, the whole Notre Dame defense, because we all been in that situation where like, oh, the top guy on that sheet is out. I'm about to cook. Notre Dame said, nah, not today, dog. Not today, dog. Yep. Just like that substitute teacher came in with the tie on, like, nah, you gonna do your work today. And that's what Notre Dame defense did against Duke. Straight strap things. 7 goals, bro. Where's the Duke? Duke went from Final Four contender to are they going to score a goal? The Duke fans pressed on the timeline.
Wow,
can't do it.
Yeah. Seeing Duke get put like that.
Defense walk that dog. They put them boys in hell for 60 minutes. Notre Dame football team is cheering during the game. Duke taking frustration shots.
That's wild.
Straight helmets and pads. Don't hit man. Cut man. Hey.
Damn. Yo. We need to turn that into a GIF, yo. Just whenever somebody says something, just go into that screen.
Yo, I can't do this.
All right.
So yes, Notre Dame defense walked that dog. Shout out.
What do you mean?
He can't handle the mud, yo. He's like,
no,
yo.
this is good. No, look, man. One day I'll be able to.
Yeah. You know why I think basketball is taking off? Because they have all those players telling their stories from previous years or when they were in the NBA. Yeah. And those are the best stories I hear. And I think lacrosse lacks that because everybody's so
well, it's just like hockey. Nobody's like not telling the story. The story's like for the people that were there. I have some really fun. Diggs has heard some of them. I have some really funny ones from like starting LXM and funny stuff like that can be told. But like, no, lacrosse is very similar to hockey. Dudes ain't telling those stories.
But dudes don't tell the stories. But I got one dude that's ready to tell it all, and that is Shane A. Smith.
Good afternoon. I did a little research over the weekend. In 2013, there was a school, LIU Post. They made a recent jump from Division II to Division I and became just LIU, Long Island University. LIU Post was green and yellow. LIU Post was green and yellow. LIU is baby blue and yellow. That decision to change from LIU Post to LIU took a couple years to go through all of the brand deals and all of the merchandise and all of the branding. And this weekend, we found out that another school could get a name change in a week. Because last week, Loyola had 8 L's. And this weekend, they got their 9th L. And so I just want to talk about something. Something that's near and dear to my heart. Because I did a little research. I did a little extra research after I got into it. And I said, well, I'll be John Brown. 0-9, huh? 0-9. You know what? I went back and I looked at the schedule from 2009, the year 09, just to see what Loyola's scorecard looked like in 2009. And you know what? I saw something that really made sense to me. In 2009, the Loyola Greyhounds went 9-5. And went 9-5, which is so interesting because every single one of those players on Loyola is going to need a 9-5 because none of y'all are going to the PLL after this. None of y'all. Not a single one of y'all are going to the PLL after this. A week ago, I said, this man is going to go. We might have another team that we're going to have to talk about. Shouts out to my boys at Wagner University getting their first win of the season. Big shouts out to y'all. You finally did it.
Oh, my God.
Scotty asked me, he said, what team we going to talk about next week? I said, we for sure going to talk about the Loyola Greyhounds this week because they're not winning against Lehigh. And what they do? 3-7. They lost to Lehigh, only scored 3 goals to Lehigh. And so I want to make a quick point for y'all. On April 12th, Holy Cross and Loyola. And they play at Loyola. And for all of those people at Holy Cross, I'm here to tell you something. If you are on the Holy Cross lacrosse team, and you don't get no playing time, this is your day. This is your day. On April 12th, you better call your parents and tell them, hey, Mom, Dad, thank you for sending me to Holy Cross. You finally going to see me play, probably in the 3rd quarter. I've seen enough film. We've been watching for this. We've been preparing for this. I know I haven't played a single minute. I know I walked onto this team. I'm going to play in this game because we're going to be up by 15 goals.
That's my senior day game.
I just want to say something. Last week, I was uninformed on whether or not you had your last names on the jersey, because I told you need to go to the equipment manager and get them to take them last names off of your jersey. At this point, you need to go to the equipment manager and tell them to take the number off your jersey too, because now one of y'all are getting marked up for any good reason. Now one of y'all are figuring out. Now one of y'all are going up on the scouting report for any good reason. It should say number 25, strong left, strong right, and now it's just all numbers, weak.
I can't do this.
I'm hoping on my life, on everything I love, that you don't go 0-10 against Bucknell on Saturday.
Damn.
I'm hoping on all my life 0-10, but I'm not confident. You scored 3 goals versus Lehigh. You ought to be ashamed. You ought to be ashamed.
All right.
And that's all I got to say about that.
All right, Mr. Smith. I like it. God damn. You never fail with that segment.
Mm-hmm. 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 Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Bro.
Bread and butter right there. That's your bread and butter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all are crazy.
Thank you.
Y'all are crazy.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All of you.
That 9-to-5 rug pull was different.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yep. Yeah, it
So
took us a long way to get there, but you once we got there, I was like, it was worth it. It was a hell of a ride. Hell of a ride, Mr. Smith. Well, thank you for joining us today, Mr. Smith. Appreciate you.
Problem.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna bring it to Mikey Stefan Diggs tape for the Can You Dig It?
I'm gonna keep it real simple this week. There's a lot of talk about the troops and do you respect the troops if you bet against them, things of that nature. When they're on the lacrosse field, they're just a lacrosse team to me. So when I saw 2 lacrosse teams about to play against each other, whether or not they were troops or civilians, I picked UNC because I think UNC is a Final Four team. I'm not sure if Army's a Final Four team. Here, I'm gonna give my Can You Dig It shout out to Army this week because Army did their thing. Army is in a conference that's not going to put anybody in the tournament unless you win your conference. They have been doubted before. They're a really talented team that has a loss or 2 on their record that's not great. And they hosted North Carolina. They did their thing and they won that game. I haven't seen all the highlights yet. I've had a busy weekend, but that's one I'm definitely going to tap into because my current go of college lacrosse, Owen Duffy, has 6 points. I want to see all 6 of those. He was out there doing his thing. So, yeah, Army, I bet against you, and you shut me up, and I'm impressed by that. Shout out to Army for winning that game and making their playoff resume very strong because they're probably going to end up winning Patriot.
Super humble of you, Diggs. I like that. Okay. Go back on your words a little bit on picking UNC and telling Army good job. I love that. Right. A lot of men, right, can't point out their flaws, but Diggs is different than them because he understands when he makes mistakes. Good for you. Lucky woman you got.
That's really nice of you to say, Scotty. Are you gonna pull the rug now, or what's next?
I got nothing to say. I'm just saying, man. It tells a lot about a person when they could call out their own mistakes. Okay, that's a good guy. Good guy. Look at Kyle. He's cool. Like he's cooking something.
Yeah, it doesn't seem genuine. It doesn't seem genuine. Yeah.
Listen, it's genuine.
I think I'm just saving it. Oh, yeah. Scott. Yeah, Scotty. Yeah.
No. I got nothing to say after that. But okay, here we go, Shane. Oh man, I'm never okay. I'm always great. Say that. All right. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the Relax and Take Notes, sponsored by Lax.com. Take a look at this play right here. This is the last segment of the day. Okay, take a look over here. We've got this is in the Villanova-Denver play, right? Where
this is filthy.
Hello, mister.
Right under he goes with it finish
in the corner.
Huh?
For Villanova.
Y'all see that move though? I kind of like that move. Swimming, get under.
That move was crazy.
Yeah.
Tucked it too. Think.
Nice little swim.
Inside pipe.
And then honestly, like, kind of acted like it was supposed to happen. Just popped his helmet, went to the handshake line.
Yeah, he's like, let's shake it up.
I'm kind of good with it. I'm good with it. Yeah, like, let me get up out of here. Good game, y'all.
You know, a quote that always sticks with me is when I was watching the U documentary and the Miami football players were getting pissed off because the basketball team was getting a lot of recognition and they would get noticed because they play their sports without their helmets.
Yeah.
But football players wouldn't get recognized outside of their football games or without their numbers. So you know what the wide receivers started doing? Taking their helmet off as soon as they score.
Oh yeah.
And I like this, yo. I'm like, you better get your flowers after you score. Take that helmet off, bro.
Yeah. Let them see you. That's right.
That's one of the best pieces of media in the last 30 years. The U.
Easily.
That's a hell of a documentary.
I might watch that tonight, messing with y'all.
Yeah. I mean, it must be nice. It's only 7 out there.
Yeah.
That's true.
Especially with the NFL schedule. But college lacrosse comes on at 9, and that's kind of annoying.
No, it's not.
I want to settle into my day a little bit.
I leave the club earlier the night before. So
the club.
Look, man, I don't know. You said 9 a.m.'s early, so I assume that meant folks were out there doing what they do.
It's just too early to be tapping into lacrosse games and switching back. I want that to happen at like noon. Like, can we? If ever all the games are going to happen at the same time, can we do it at noon my time so I can set up?
No.
What's crazy is that they just show up at noon for you already, so you don't have to deal with that.
Correct.
So why can't we ask for the same thing?
Yeah.
Look, man, I got thoughts.
Let's hear it.
We've already done gone an hour and 20, and Scotty's got his notes down. I see him trying to say something right now. So go ahead, Scotty.
Look at you reading me. You trying to read me? Like,
man, I know your deal, man. I seen your type of dog.
He said, "Oh man, well,
gonna leave us hanging."
That's crazy. But Kyle's right. All right, we're going to end it right there, okay? Another episode of Stick Talk in the bag. We got lucky enough to have the GOAT join us. That's Kyle Harrison.
Appreciate you, GOAT.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks for jumping on
Thank
with
you,
the
Sensei.
boys on Stick Talk. Had a great time talking that stick with you. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever the hell you got to do. Give us some love. But we will catch you next week on the next episode of Stick Talk. It's your boys, Scotty, Brian, Diggs, Shane, and Kyle signing off.
I want stories next time.
Hey.